We are joined now by Beth Tyson of the Johnny Appleseed Metro Park District, and she is out in nature, as we love to see her. And Beth, I guess you've got something interesting for us to talk about today, as this is something that most anyone can find and participate with.
Absolutely. Good morning, Lynn. It's so good to see you. Well, you know, it's mid-February, and for some reason, I want to be out playing in the snow, but there's no snow. And it's a little bit still too cold to play in the mud. So we can't be playing in the mud. So I thought today, because I always like to talk about what kids can do outside to play, I want to talk about a toy that you can play with outside. It is the best toy ever. And it actually is such a fabulous toy that it was inducted into the National Toy Hall of Fame in 2008. And you'll never guess what it is. Mm-hmm. It is a stick.
Oh, no.
It's the greatest thing ever. And I know as adults, you immediately, Lynn, you might be thinking this too, like, a stick. I don't want my kids or my grandkids to be playing with sticks. But that's because we look at it from an adult perspective. And as adults, we immediately think, someone's going to get hurt. Don't pick up that stick. But sticks are the best thing ever for kids to play with. I bet you've never been around a kid that's been outside that hasn't picked up a stick if they found it. So there's so many things that kids can do with it. They can throw it up and down and try and catch it. They can toss it back and forth to different people. If they've got a dog, of course, you can throw it out to your dog. You can play different games with it. You can write your name or draw pictures in the dirt with a stick. You can dig a hole with a stick. You can build things with a stick, like a fort or a tower or a cabin, something like that. So many things to do. And of course, the most important thing for kids is using their imagination. That helps with their development. It's imperative that kids use their imagination as they're growing, because that will help them learn later on. And so, of course, a stick, oh my gosh, think about all the things you can use your imagination for when you've got a stick. All kids will pick it up and use it as a sword to fight off dragons or become a pirate. You can, goodness, what else can you do with it? You can get two sticks and bang them together like drums. You can use a stick like a baton and pretend that you're directing an orchestra or a band. You can play a stick like a flute. You can pretend the stick is a bat and hit a ball, or use it like a golf club. All kinds of things that kids can do with a stick.
Oh, I'll tell you what, I must have missed out as a child.
Oh, no, you didn't play with sticks when you were a kid?
Not really, no, but you know, I guess my parents were too busy looking at it as an adult saying, you'll poke your eye out with that.
I know. And you know what? I understand that from an adult perspective. But when I'm outside leading hikes and playing with kids, we always have a rule. And that rule, and I teach that to all the kids, and they're really good about following it. But the one rule is, I always say, if someone is around, tip to the ground. So they always have to keep their stick down towards the ground if anybody is anywhere near them. And it works fine, and I never have a trouble with kids and sticks.
All right, Beth, thank you so much for taking us outside and letting us enjoy the weather. And we'll be back with more right after this.